Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jerome Shaw, host of the Open Palm Podcast, motivator, meditator, coming at you live with a message on love. It's one on love today. You know, I had a friend come to me one time, and they came to me and they asked me something. They said, you know, Jerome, man, lately, I just been feeling so down, man. I haven't been feeling myself, and I've been yearning. I've been wanting to find what I see that you have, right? They looked at me and they felt like I had something that they wanted. They were playing that comparison game, right? The one that we understand can rob us of our own joy when we compare ourselves to others. And they said to themselves, man, I wonder what he's doing different. Like, why can't I find that happiness that he has? Why can't I find it? I'm looking everywhere for it. Why can't I find that love that he has within him? I want to find it. Like, how do I find it? And I told him, I remember I said, have you tried giving it to yourself? Like, I know you're looking for it, but what if it's been with you this whole time and you could have given it to yourself? I told him that's what I had to do to make it out of my situation. Whenever I was in the guilt and shame frequencies of my actions, whenever I wasn't feeling that love, whenever I looked in the mirror and I didn't like who looked back, I had to stretch beyond the things that I saw that were into what I wanted to see. I had to elevate me when no one else could do it. You hear many things about many people, and today we're going to share some today. So, this message came to us and through Utterly Confident. Shout out to Lindsay. Much love, my friend. Go follow Lindsay at Utterly Confident. She brought a message by. She said, you already are all that you are yearning for. Now, is there a part of you that believes that? That something that you could be yearning for, burning for, could be right under your nose? Could be right in your heart, could have been with you this whole time while you were out there looking, searching, trying to see where you could get it, where you could grab it. What if you could have just pinched yourself and found it? All that you are yearning for. Do you believe, even an inkling of you believes that you are what you've been searching for? They say love yourself as much as you want to be loved. This is what I told that young man who asked me, who came by and said, Jerome, I see something in your eyes that I want, that I don't have. And I've been looking for it and I can't find it. I say, look within. Give yourself everything that you are looking for. Because there was a time before I went off on my journey of self-discovery that I was in a relationship, hardly in the relationship, and we would spend as much time apart, hardly spend time with each other. There was hardly any physical touch, which is pretty much like my top love language. And we weren't connected. We became roommates. She would go off and do her thing. I would go off and do my thing. We'd both go to a job, expend energy, come home and have nothing for each other. I'd be on the video games. She'd be on the TV series, the sitcoms. I'd be off in nature reading books, climbing trees. She'd be in her room doing whatever she wanted. And there were times where behind closed doors, I was trying to find the things that I was looking for, wasting the sexual energy, browsing the web, doing things that I wouldn't have done in daylight around other people, just wasting all of that energy, right? And falling prey to my own guilt and shame frequencies. Guilt saying I've done a bad thing, shame saying I am a bad person. And I didn't feel love. I didn't feel love for her. I didn't feel love for me. I didn't feel the love that would connect us, that would connect me to that love that I was searching for. And it took so much time in solitude, in silence, when I discovered meditation, contemplation, reflection, introspection, sitting down with myself, getting comfortable with who I am. It took me leaving that relationship. It took me finding myself again. It took me being comfortable being alone without being lonely. To be without someone for a good amount of time. To realize that I was who I had been looking for. And like one of my good friends said, when I finally found myself, I decided never to let myself go again. And you can actually look and see the self-love coming off of me. There's a video, right? And it's not too far below, but it's a video where I'm standing outside of a Starbucks. And I'm just telling these people that you can do it. Just speaking to the people, right? And someone drives by and they look up and they see me. And do you know all the love that I had been pouring into myself for months came to me in the form of a person? And me and this individual, we had some of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my entire life. And I have to tell you, the love that they gave me, the way they catered for me was unlike anybody I'd ever known besides my own mother. Taking me out to places, paying for things, getting me all sorts of stuff. I'd never known this. Definitely not from any relationships that I had been in. And I asked myself one time, what did I do to deserve this love? It had become even almost uncomfortable sometimes to receive this wave of energy, this love coming at me, this person wanting to do anything and everything to take care of me. What? Who am I to deserve this? But I realized it wasn't so much what they had done. It was what I had done to attract them. I had given myself so much love, the cup had runneth over. It had spilled over, and there was no choice but for me to attract that same love. So, love yourself as much as you want to be loved. You will find true love. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. I think I remember Brené Brown talking about one of the most compassionate things that we can do is to be respectful of our own time. Be respectful of our own energy. When you respect yourself, others have to respect you too. When you respect your time, others have to respect it too. But if you don't respect yourself, if you don't respect your time, if you don't respect your energy, it will not be respected. It will not be reflected. It will not be protected, my friend. So how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. How you respect yourself is how you garner that same respect. And when I started to do this, things started to change. All of a sudden, people are coming to me like, hey, I know you're busy. I'm like, what? I'm out here in nature chilling on a hammock, right? Finding happiness in the hammock. They like, hey man, I know you're busy. I just wanted to make sure. Like, what? Nobody ever asked me, nobody ever came at me that way. But I realized it was because I had enough respect for myself. They had to respect me. So how can you give yourself everything that you are looking for, realizing that you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserves your love and affection? That self-love is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. These things that we do for ourselves are actually some of the most compassionate things inadvertently we can do for other people, because we teach them how to do it for us. How to find true love. If you've never found it, find it in you first. And when you find it in you, surely, sure enough, it comes around. Trust me on that. You deserve the love that you give to the world. You deserve to be the one you've been searching for. And when you can prioritize yourself in this way, watch things change right before your very eyes. How to find true love. Truly love yourself. So thank you. This has just been a short message today that came through from Utterly Confident, our friend Lindsay. And I trust that you received it. Hey, Haruka, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Much love, Dove. Dove, the healer in the building. Pauline, is that you? Thank you. Hey, Camilla, the prophetess reigns. The prophetess. I love it. I pinched myself and found all of that within me, she says. Ooh, I love it. Mark says, I believe it, but I can only feel it when I align to my values fully. Exactly. This is what we're talking about, you know? Loving yourself enough to have standards. Loving yourself enough to have that point that you just won't cross. Yeah, Mark says that porn is hell itself. You know, pornography held me down for so many years, brother. So many years. What you do in the dark comes out in the light. You know how long it took me to admit that? Just on camera, you know, just to anybody, to my family members, to my friends, to people who had been dealing with the exact same things I had been dealing with. We were ashamed to admit it to each other, not knowing we could lift each other, help a brother, right? I went through that, you know? For years. We're talking at least a decade. I went through that frequency. So, yeah, the toxic shame. I love this. Oh, Mark says probably even worse than cook food. Ooh. I felt that. Yeah, thank you for receiving the story, Mark. Yeah, Haruka says it's toxic, destructive, most definitely. You know, it's one of the things that was the most destructive in my life. The misuse of sexual energy. They say if you do not use this energy constructively, by default, it is used destructively. You know, other people say it in other ways. Idle hands are a devil's workshop, right? I had nothing better to do. Just a lack of creativity. A lack of ingenuity. Yeah, I love that. So, much love to you, Camilla. I would love to listen to this beautiful love. Hey, I have to meditate. See, there she goes. She about to give herself that love right now. Come on now. She said, hey, I'd love to listen further, but I have an appointment to make, and I'm on my schedule. Come on, girl. I love it. Yes, we teach people how to treat us. That's right. Hey, Angelo, thank you for joining. Sydney, appreciate you. George, appreciate you. And lastly, Pauline says, I'm on the path of finding myself and loving it. Wonderful message. Yes, wonderful message. So if you have reached it this far in the video, if you're still here on the live or on the replay, drop down something in the comments. Just affirm it for yourself. Say, I love myself. Unashamedly, you know, without shame. Set pride aside. Just say, I love myself. I love myself. And see how that feels for you. Type it in the comments if you like. You know, really make it known. I love myself. And how does that feel in your body when you say that? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself? I remember times when I could not do this. It gets me emotional. I could not say I love myself. And it's a powerful thing to be able to tell yourself, I love you. Just to look at yourself. Look at yourself in your eyes and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. It's powerful. It might bring you to tears. I'm telling you. It's one of the most powerful things you could do. And if you can, it's a wonderful step in the right direction. Self-love is not selfish, truly. So thank you so much for being. Much love to you, my friend. Hey there. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, Angela, we're going to save this one. This was definitely, it came through, it streamed through today. Carly says, I deeply love myself. Yes. Angelo, much love. Nada, much love. Yes. Mark, much love. Haruka, much love. So thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for breathing in this space again, bringing your love, your light, your energy. And remember, self-love is not selfish. What we give to ourselves, we teach others how to love us when we love ourselves, and we attract that same love to us. It has no choice but to be pulled into your gravitational field when you have given it to yourself. This is one of the things that it took me years to realize. Everything that I was searching for, I could find right here. And when I gave what I was looking for to myself, it found me. So, much love once again. Definitely. Thank you for the hearts and shares. Thank you for sharing this with a friend or a family member. Tag somebody's name below. Throw this up on your story. Anything to get this message out. You never know who needs to hear it, and all it takes is one. All it takes is one ear to hear. Definitely hit the bell notification by my name if you want to be notified whenever we do these live sessions. And check out the Open Palm podcast. That's the one in the bio there for your listening pleasure and your daily inspiration, my friend. Be well, be blessed, and take care. We will catch you once again very, very soon. Much love.